Hello, this is Carmen Proctor from ShareRounds, and I am going to show you through this short video the basic functionality for our mobile app. You will start by opening the application from your mobile device and entering the information that was provided to you by your office. Right here, I am just going to use some demo information for us with some non-existing patients. When you tap on Login, it will bring you to the home page for this very simple and easy to use application. You will see that the date defaults to today's date, and it will show you the first hospital in the list of hospitals for your practice. It has been set up in your office in the web version of this application, and the way to select the hospital for which you will be doing rounds is to tap on the name of the hospital and then go and select the hospital that you're assigned to. From here, you can tap on Patient List, which will show you the list of patients for the selected hospital. Right here, for example, this regional hospital. If the list is not complete and the physician needs to enter additional patients for this hospital for today's rounds, you will go and tap on the Add Patient button on the top right of the screen. You will see that it will bring you a form that you will use to fill out the specific information. So right here, we will enter basic information for a patient. A date of birth is required so that when your billing department receives this information, they can associate it with a specific account and be able to bill accordingly. And then apologize, this is much harder to do to replicate here. And then a room number, even though it is not required, this is what the utility uses to sort the patient so that you can find them easily. So we would recommend that you always enter that information. As you will see down here, the patient was saved. You can continue to add more patients to your list for regional hospital, or you can click on this X on the top right to go back to your patient list. Here you will see that the new patient we just entered appears on the list, sorted by room number, so that you can find them more easily. I will explain quickly the reason why this patient's name is green. What this indicates is that there was a visit already completed for the selected date, in this case today's date, for that patient. This way, at a quick glance, a doctor can see whether they have already completed a visit for that patient. We are going to go ahead and enter a quick visit for this patient, Jenna Corbin. The way to enter the information for the visit is to just tap on the diagnosis item, which will bring most likely a much longer list of sample diagnosis, of diagnosis names that have been already determined by your office. At any visit, a doctor can add two more by doing two more diagnoses for that visit by adding the information here for that patient. The process for entering a bill code and a modifier are the same, so you would just go and tap on the ones that you need. If the lists are long, let me show you that in here there will be a search box that you can use to start typing the name, and that will shorten your selection of items underneath so things are easier to find. If your office does use a modifier, that list will also show up here, and it will populate the information for the visit. The Visit Note tab will bring you to a text field where you can enter the checkout notes so that the doctor doing rounds the following day can reference quickly to what you would like for them to follow up on. I'm just going to show you some information in here so that you can see what happens after we save that. You can enter information specific to the diagnosis if you would like to have that separately. So it's easier to kind of peruse the information after. And then a bill note, that this actually shows up when your billing department or billing staff runs a report to be able to bill on these visits. After all the information has been entered very quickly, you can tap on the Save Visit button, and you will see here that the visit was correctly saved. You can always go to this history and see what information was entered for this specific visit for the patient. When you go back to the patient list, now you will see that this patient is also indicated in green to show you that a visit has been completed. One more basic functionality that can be done from this patient list screen is to transfer the patient to a different facility or to edit their information if there was a misspelling of the name or a change in the room number. So you would use your finger and swipe left, which will display these two different buttons. And if, for example, we wanted to transfer this patient to a different facility, for example, to City Hospital, you would select the new hospital and then click on Transfer Patient. And then you will see that this patient that I had, Clara, disappeared from the list from Regional Hospital, and now you can see her in the City Hospital. You can always use the menu on the top left to go back to home. And as you see, there's a section called Practice Calendar that I will show you. The practice calendar is the summary of the assignments for each of the doctors in the practice and to what hospital they will be assigned for the day. This is what your practice can use so that every person in the practice can find out easily at a glance where the doctors are supposed to be going for rounds that day. And as you can see, it is capable of showing 2 doctors if assigned to the same hospital. Here you will see there's one. The first doctor is assigned to City Hospital as well as the last one. And that is it. If you needed to go and add a patient without going into a specific list of hospitals, you could also go right here from the menu, go to Add Patient, and then use this button on the right that says the hospital name to go in here and select a different hospital if you so choose to go enter information. I can go back to home to close this out, and then always use the Log Out button for privacy reasons and security reasons to keep your information safe. Thank you for your time. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, please email us at support@ShareRounds.com.